Pokemon TCG Pocket just announced their latest set coming out, Celestial Guardians, and it will have over 200 new cards releasing with this set, dropping April 30th. But here's what's wild about it. They're sneakily adding 2 events the same day. That will include a limited edition Rayquaza card that will not be available any other way. Ever feel like your Pokemon Pocket collection needs a serious upgrade? Well, Celestial Guardians is going to be bringing that. The 200 plus cards they will be dropping will be Alola-themed. Think starters like Litten, Popplio, Rowlet will all be in this set. And don't miss the one that people are most excited about. It's the very first immersive supporter card, Lillie. We'll put it somewhere here on the screen. But just take a look at that card. That is gonna go crazy. Lillie is one of the more popular Pokemon trainer cards in the physical card realm as well as the digital now. Plus, there's gonna be a solo battle event running until May 13th, where you can snag an exclusive Volume 7 booster with Rayquaza. Rayquaza, I don't know, it always sounds weird when I say his name. But moving on. But that's just scratching the surface of what's going to be happening. This will mark Pocket's 6-month anniversary of the game, and the developers want to celebrate big. Normally at that 6-month mark of a live service game, things start dipping. So they are throwing everything at this set to keep this app alive. This event will be running for nearly a month long. Complete missions and you'll earn a Full-Art Rayquaza card. There will also be multiple accessories releasing along with it as well. But here's one thing I don't think people are talking about enough yet. That is the release of the 200 plus cards releasing in the set. Card games are a very delicate balance of mechanics and cards going against each other. Adding 200 plus cards could really throw off the meta. Players are intelligent. They're going to put cards together in ways the developers never thought about, and that could seriously impact the game. It would be a little easier if it was solely a copy of the physical game, because you have mass teams all putting this together and can make sure it works. But with Pocket having slightly different game mechanics and cards being exclusive to Pocket, this could be a little more unpredictable than they may think. This has some players worried that if they don't invest in this set, they won't be able to keep up competitively. The introduction of a powerhouse card like Rayquaza could leave players with an older collection at a serious disadvantage. And that's where this 6-month challenge for Pokemon Pocket really begins. Balancing exciting new content with already established players and their collection. A very common trope in these gacha games is something called power creep, where I like to use Dragon Ball Z. Dokkan Battle is a great example. Gogeta releases, it's this hype card everyone wants, but it literally makes every content in the game so easy and playable. So then they start making events for Gogeta, but unless you had Gogeta, you couldn't play any other events. They became massively unbalanced. Now, unless you're shoveling out big money for the latest cards or for that Gogeta, you really couldn't keep up anymore. And is that going to happen with Pocket? That's what fans are fearing. Now, minus just the talks of competitive play, let's just look at these card arts because they are looking quite good. The Lillie supporter card, we've already popped up a little earlier. Let's take a look at this. Now, we haven't got a leak yet of what the 3D art render will look like, but just from this photo alone, I'm already seeing it looking insane. If we can get that Lillie's hair just blowing a little bit in the wind, best full art card ever. And the waifu lovers are gonna go insane for it. Now, we also have the Solgaleo, pardon me for my pronunciations. Again, I'm always horrible at this. And the Lunala EX card, which Solgaleo is looking very much up my alley. I really like its card art. And then we got the starter Pokemon with a few different card arts. And then we come down to this Marowak. Dear God, this Marowak is amazing. The Alolan Marowak, of course. I hope this comes into the physical card game. This would look great hanging up, and hanging in a binder or a top loader. This card's beautiful. And just this simple Alolan Raichu is looking quite good as well. So I think they're really knocking out these card arts for this set. But these are just the leaks we have now. Remember, there's gonna be 200 plus cards coming. So I can imagine there's gonna be many more ultra rares, alternate arts coming in this set. And if you subscribe to Bulbacards by clicking down below, you will get notified the latest information when these drops finally do happen. You can see the latest cards before they get here. Here I am, guys, literally just 30 minutes away from posting this video. Check PokeBeach, and they've released all 230 plus cards on the website. So let's take a look at these cards before we hop off of here so you guys can check out what's going on in the Celestial Guardian. So I skipped right past all the commons, uncommons, and rares, and what we all really care about is those full arts and ultra rares, right? Or me at least. So I'm all about the card art. So first one we have here is the Alolan Executor. So that's one thing I'm noticing as we go through these cards is the art style of them. Just the artists who drew these, I really like the art style that they came up with for these. Again, one of my least like things are 3D rendered looking Pokemon, right? Where it just looks like they took something from Pokemon Stadium, adjusted the camera, and took a snapshot. None of these are looking like this. So we have Alolan Executor, really fits that Alolan-themed. We have Morlul, right? This is an adorable card. We have not age-appropriate Pokemon here. Can never remember this one's name. Tape Bulo. This is the art style I was talking about. I really like this like cave style drawing. Looks beautiful. Every time I look at these cards, I just sit here and go, I really hope these come to the physical card game. I really love seeing, if you guys go on like Instagram and Facebook, you can see a lot of people who actually make full renders of these cards as physical cards. So here's the Alolan Vulpix that I really like. This is a unique card because there's not a lot of color to it. And that's actually why I like it. Most people would complain about that, but just the white and the blue, it makes this card very unique. I would love a card of this one. As we go through, we got another Tape card, and you can see all the Tape cards kind of have that cave style drawing, which I really enjoy here. It really beats the masks cards from Transformation Mask or Shrouded Fable. Those were cool, but there was too much going on in the image. The simple art style is so much better. As we go through, we got another Tapu Koko, Cutie Fly. I love this Cutie Fly. Again, I love this hand-drawn looking style. It looks like one of those old school Japanese artworks. Comfey, Sandy Gas, Tape Lele. I'd say Tape Lele is probably my favorite out of those. Cosmog, Rockruff, ooh, that's a nice one. Really representing when it evolves, the moon version or the sun version. I really like that card. Mudsdale, that's a really clean looking art style. Minor, it's okay. It reminds me of a scene from Pokemon Snap. Mega Ernia, not bad, nothing special. Drampa, Jesus Christ. Drampa coming in like fire, man. Usually Drampa's like this real laid back, cool looking Pokemon. He is rampaging here, so which is probably why his attack's berserk. Peck, Peck, Beware, very colorful looking here. Komala, not bad. Decidueye. So as you guys can see, we have a bunch of fantastic looking cards here. The Alolan theme's working well. I'm very curious if this is going to tie into anything. I know we have the, ooh, look at that Lunala. That's a really cool looking full art there. But we have the Black and White remakes coming soon, and I'm wondering if the Alolan thing, if that's a hint of something to come Pokemon related, or if they just chose a random set of something to do, some random theme. So Sun and Moon was actually kind of, I fell off. Sun and Moon's the very first Pokemon game I never even played halfway through. Every other Pokemon game I've beaten past the Elite Four. Sun and Moon, I only ever got to like 2 or 3 of the islands and kind of quit. I love this Decidueye alt art here. That's fantastic. So now we're getting into the alt arts. That Incineroar, perfect. Crabominable, man, his cards are always so basic but adorable. Wishy-Washy, Alolan Raichu, Lunala. Oh, that's a beautiful card. That's definitely the top card in the set so far for me. Alolan Muck, not bad. Solgaleo, that's a... Oh, wait. I think you put those 2 cards together and it makes that little art piece, right? When they're doing the little finger thing. Ooh, that's a pretty cool full art. And then it looks like we also have some baby shinies as well. So... Oh, it's a full art shinies as well. Okay. This is going to be a very interesting set. But yeah, like I was saying, I never really actually finished the Sun and Moon games. X and Y started losing me a bit. It was because of the 3D look to it. I honestly thought Pokemon Stadium from N64's Pokemon looked better than X and Y and Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon, I think it's because it was on the last legs of the DS. I feel like it didn't really hold up art style wise, where this is actually where I got heavily back into the cards, because I feel like even though they didn't look good in the games, I would look at a certain Pokemon, I'm like, man, that thing just looks so dumb. But then it would come out in a card, I'm like, this Pokemon's awesome. So I feel like Pokemon do much better in the 2D realm, which is probably why I hate X and Y for all the 3D renders. So, but those are all the Pokemon releasing in Celestial Guardians. This is a quick edit back in, so let's get you back to the regular video. So, comment down below, what do you think of Celestial Guardians? Are you hyped for it? Are you worried about the balance of the game? Or simply, you don't care, you just come on here so you can see the new card arts of Pokemon Pocket? Let me know down in the comment section below. Until then, we'll see you next time here at Bulbacards.